All right, so we are now live. I decided to start a little bit early because I was having a Skype conversation that concluded, and so might as well just start. And unfortunately, for tonight, I didn't really plan much. What I might do is go into my email account and actually bring up some of the links that I have in there because I could probably just save a little bit of time and talk about a few subjects and not have to do an actual video on the topic itself, because there are a few things that have unfortunately had setbacks. One of the videos that I'm likely not going to do now is a video on BioWare, because there's a whole lot of news coming out and none of it is actually in my favor. It's actually appearing to prove me a bit wrong, because it appears that despite everything, EA's like, I don't give a fuck, baby. Just shovel more money into that fucking fire. Might as well nickname EA headquarters as the Pentagon, because we don't know where that money's going, but it's being spent somewhere. And apparently, right now, it's at fucking BioWare for whatever reason, while they're also downsizing the company. You explain it to me. But yes, I thought I would get a few things out of the way, and the first is the ground rules of this stream, which is no fat shaming. This is a body positive stream, and I will not tolerate any mean language in the chat regarding fat cocksuckers. I don't want to hear it. If I do see it, you're fucking out of here, unless, and this is the one exception that I will make in terms of fat shaming, is Super Chat. Super Chat gets the exception, but outside of Super Chat, there is no fat shaming. I mean it. I will find every fucking comment in the fucking chat, and I will ban every single one of you, man. Unless you go to Super Chat. I'd also like to advertise or tell you about the sponsor of this stream, and that is Open Borders. Open Borders. If you want that tight waifu pussy, you got to open up your motherfucking borders. This advertisement was brought to you by Open Borders, a George Soros Foundation group, or part whatever the fuck. I'm not a comedian, so I'm gonna fuck up these jokes. Yeah, I just thought I would include that. I really meant to do it earlier today, but I got distracted. I wanted to do another Open Borders advertisement because I think that is funny, in my opinion. That I'm definitely not in favor of open borders, but I do know how I could convince myself. And a lot of you. I saw a lot of fucking people lying, but you don't fool me. All right? I can get one past you as it relates to open borders. And I know that tight Asian pussy is going to be the factor. I know it to be true, so don't bullshit me. Oh, I see a lot of fucking bigotry in this chat, and I'm not going to tolerate it. So actually, I'll take the opportunity right now to take a look at the video itself, because I've been doing my best to get everybody's comments on there, no matter if it's positive or negative. I haven't deleted any comments, and a whole bunch of, for whatever reason, this is not my fault, a whole shitload of the comments were put into the spam folder, and I had to approve like about 60 comments on that video, somewhere around that number, 60 comments. And so I had some people say, like, what's with my comment not showing? And I don't do that. I don't censor anyone's comments. So I had to literally just go down and check every single one of those fucking comments. I did that earlier today. So if you didn't see your comment on that video, I apologize for that, but it was genuinely the YouTube system. It wasn't me. But as it stands right now, with that boogie rant, or the preface that I did, we're at nearly 6,500 views, 513 thumbs up, which is way above average for my videos, and 99 dislikes. And I would say that eventually what I will do is get to that video, where I will do the rant. The rant will be there, and I will add a very short preface to the beginning of it. I'm not going to do a full-fledged commentary where I go through all of his arguments and everything else, because honestly, I don't think it'll matter. I had the same situation as it related to Mega 64, where the people that are upset with me, I don't really think that we're ever going to, meet in the middle on this, because they don't see me as actually debunking a video of his. They see me attacking him as a commentator. And that's all I meant it to be, was me commentating in regards to him as a person. And that was all I said. And I said, even in the video, the rant isn't constructive. It's not for the sake of debunking his argument or an argument from him. It's just to say that I don't think he has enough criticism against him, and that people see him as a pushover and therefore don't say anything against him, even when they know he's wrong. I would argue that. And I know that there's about 500 so of you that went to the effort to thumb that video up and that agree with me. I think this is kind of something that people recognize about Boogie. Even those that like him. I saw people saying that they don't like the harshness, they don't like necessarily the style that I went through, but they do agree with what I was saying about him, or at least in part. And I can respect that. If you don't fully agree with me, I'm not saying fuck off, whatever else. It's like every one of my videos, you're free to disagree with me on. You know what I mean? You're not entitled. I'm not entitled for you to agree with me on everything. Okay. I'm fine with people dissenting, and I will answer some of the dissent, and that's going to be the majority of the preface in the video that I eventually do, which is going to be a few days from now. But I will do a commentary where I take on some of the criticism, because I did see some decent comments, and I'm also going to bring up some of the stupid fucking comments that were there, because a few people, it went right over their head. A few people left some really fucking stupid comments, and then I will actually, deal with the legitimate criticism that was made, because there was some. I know a lot of people just want me to dismiss that and say that I'm right in the matter, but no, there was some people that raised some decent points, and I'm going to get into it. So you'll see it then. I'm not going to get into it here. But as far as I can tell, man, there's a lot of shit going down right now. There's a lot of news. I talked to Sargon earlier. He's got a video going up in the morning or in the evening tomorrow. That's going to be a big deal as it relates to the whole Hank Green shit. So you can expect that to be a big deal for tomorrow. There's more drama as it relates to that. Rightfully so, in my opinion, because it's an it really is an irritant. It is an irritation where you have these fucking assholes. We have all these fucking bullshit harassment rules because of feminists, and it's like, okay, fine, have the fucking bullshit rules. Then a feminist breaks them in more than one way, and they themselves have a release where they say, yes, she did break the rules. It's like, and nothing happened, and it's just like, at some point, somebody has to actually call that shit out, and I'm glad that Sargon is one of those people, because she fucked with the wrong guy. She fucked with a guy that is so much larger than her. Regardless of what the journals are going to say and whether she's consulting at fucking Activision and at EA or whatever, Sargon's leagues bigger than her. She's a fucking no-name at this point. Every day that passes, she dwindles. She becomes that much more, what's the word? I don't know why obsolete's coming to mind. That's obviously not the right word. What is the right word? I don't remember the right word. Maybe the chat will say, but it's the equivalent of someone that is a celebrity that fades. Obscurity. There you go. She's fading into obscurity very fucking fast, and there's no putting the brakes on it. I think that this honestly was either her losing her temper and trying to twist this into her alley, and it's not working. It really isn't. And so I want Sargon to continue this and to have another reaction. And I've already told him he needs to go on Drama Alert. He needs to go on Drama Alert with Keemstar and, take the gauntlet or what have you and throw it on the ground and say, I want Hank Green to come the fuck on here and debate me on this issue right fucking now. I think that'll be a big story, and I want him to do it, and I told him as much. I said, you should go on drama alert, and you should fucking call out Hank Green. Get Hank Green on there to fucking answer for it, because he's another fucking YouTuber as far as I know. And it's like, the guy admitted she broke the rules and still declares her the fucking victim. It's like, yo, like, you at least fucking explain yourself. At least explain yourself. Explain why your rules don't apply to everyone. You have this strict rules, but they apply to certain people and not others. It's like, fuck off, man. You're just another fucking limp dick beta. Another ally. Admit it. Admit that you're a fucking beta partisan. You just admit it. You're just another doormat. But in any case, anything else that you guys want? I saw somebody mention in the chat in regards to the CNN thing. I mean, CNN, that's what happens when you lie, and you can't stop lying, and you make lying part of your business model. You're going to get somebody like that fucking O'Keefe guy having a fucking undercover person rolling in and embarrassing you. Now, there's a question of whether what that producer was alleging is true is actually true, because it's not, you know, an email. It's not something coming from the CEO and all that. But is it likely true? Probably, I would say. You know, EA has been CNN has been bragging about their good ratings. They have been absolutely doing that. And they've also been pushing this Russia shit nonstop. So is it outside the realm of possibility that the CEO is saying, no, fuck these other stories, do this Russia story? That's completely believable, in my opinion. So I would say that it's unfortunate that they didn't have more evidence. I know that they've said that there are other videos coming out, but you never know with O'Keefe. He said that about the last thing, not the DNC thing, which was very good, but the other thing he did the video on, and it was almost nothing. So with them, it's always hit and miss. So let me get into my email here and take a look to see what we have to talk about, because I've had a couple people email me. I've had a couple people private message, excuse me, I've been drinking, private message me about shit that they want me to talk about. And that's fine. I don't mind people sending me shit to talk about. I've actually been working on a video where I go into talking, I believe, was it about Mike? And how their numbers don't add up. I think that was it. Yeah, I think it was Mike. Yeah, if any of you are want to waste some time, do some reading into Mike. That outlet, Mike. It's really fucking weird, their story. I'm not really sure when I can get to, if I even can do that video at this point, but I did a whole bunch of looking into them, and it's really fucking weird. You'd be surprised, like, what's the other one I got? It's Mike and one other outlet that are essentially, they've been bought out by essentially, like, not the Democratic Party, but like proxy groups that have direct links to the DNC. They're basically, what occurred with Mike is that they had some kind of, essentially they were Polymike or something like that, and they were a no-name group run by two fucking beta Silicon Valley guys, and they basically made connections with Obama and the Obama administration. And then Obama did some sort of thing where Obama used some public money to basically boost them as an organization. But what Obama really did was he and the Democrats used Mike as a proxy organization to promote Obamacare for millennials. They were trying to get millennials to sign up for Obamacare to make it work. So what Obama did and his administration did, and you know, his subordinates essentially, they took the guys that run Mike and they brought them to a whole shitload of shareholders, or not shareholders, but investors. And they basically, you know, tipped their hat and said, these are our boys, hook them up. And the investors pumped Mike for just millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars, just an unbelievable amount of money for what they were, which is a no-name organization. They pumped them full of money. And Mike as an organization exists because of Barack Obama. Like they have that connection, and I can present that information to people. Like there are articles on their website that detail that they literally exist as a proxy to promote Obamacare. That's where they exist from. And it's fucking insane. And the other crazy part of it is that they're hardly the only organization that is like that. And I'd have to look up the articles that I had. But I forgot. I don't remember what the other organization was. I apologize. There's another organization that's like that. That's like Mike. It's like a leftist outlet. And it's the same thing. The exact same thing happened there, where they exist because they were brought by politicians to a group of investors, and they pumped all this fucking money into them. And then they serve as a branch for the Democratic Party. And the thing is that they all pander to social justice. They all pander to feminism, all this shit. I mean, it's hard to distinguish these websites. It really is. But the thing is that when people say, oh, it's the left, it's even progressives, like people don't really understand that, you know, people like Wall Street investors are not meeting Bernie Sanders and pumping money into Bernie Sanders' campaign. They're not creating outlets to promote Bernie Sanders. They're not creating outlets to promote random progressives. What they're creating are these outlets that promote corporatism. They're promoting Barack Obama's right-wing healthcare bill. That's what they're promoting. His attempt at a corporatist bill. And I'm sure people would say that's not right-wing, but it's a corporatist bill. Let's just settle on that. That's what they exist to promote, and that's what they do promote. So if it ever comes into question where it is a matter of corporatism or progressivism, corporatism will always win. And that is when I've said to you that the corporatists are co-opting progressives and the progressives are going along with them. It's a matter of, and as I've said many times, that the progressives in the situation smell the money. They know that if they buy into these organizations, that they are connected and that's where the money is. And they have to weigh, is my ideology more important, or is my own financial security and success more important? And 9 times out of 10, the people that are going to be out there, the journals and that, they're going to go with the money. They are 9 times, if not, 9.9 out of 10. They're going to go with the money. And so that's the thing, is I've been trying to say to progressives, at least in my small way, that you guys are little by little being completely consumed by the corporatists and the corporatism and all that that you think that you'll be fighting against. No, you will eventually be the corporatists. You will become them. It's not the Nietzschean thing. It's literally, I'm watching you being bought. So I guess I'll just leave it at that, because that is going to be a video that I would like to do in the future, because it is something that I can just observe. Like, I can just show you the articles of what happened with this website. Like, it's literally, they're fucking nobodies. They want investors. They can't get investors. All of a sudden, they have a meeting with Barack Obama in the White House. All of a sudden, they have this contract to promote Obamacare. Then all of a sudden, they have $100 million. It's that simple to look at. And the idea that is in any way a coincidence, it's like, no, that's how they got their existence. It was literally the Democrats bringing them to loyalist investors to get the money to promote Obamacare. That's why they exist. It's literally that simple. So let me take a quick look. There's actually a video that I was going to do a response on that I'm not really sure I'm going to do. I have some links here about that. It was a video by Vox on the United States, and how it actually wasn't that bad of a video on like the history of the United States. It gets certain details really wrong. I'm not really sure if I'm going to wind up doing it or not, because it has actually a lot to do with the idea of American isolationism versus the idea of expansionism, or what we became, which is the hegemon of the world. And it actually draws you along to eventually where it does give a subtle nod that it actually is in favor of American hegemony. But it's like it doesn't acknowledge certain key details and explain it doesn't actually give the actual history. Like one of the things that it faults us for is the Spanish-American War, and that wasn't our fault, period. And that was one of the explanations that I have, and that's one of the links I have here. It's just several bullet points of, listen, this is what happened. They declared war on us. We took this territory. That's why we have it. So it wasn't necessarily expansionism purely by our aggression. That isn't true. So they're kind of all over the place, and I'm not really sure whether I'll do that video or not, but I have a few links for that here. Because ultimately, it gets to the end, and it's a bit wishy-washy, and I ultimately agree with them. And it's like, okay, then what are we going to fucking do here? Like, we both agree, but it's like you're not even making a strong statement, so it's hard for me to do anything here. Another video, I'm not even sure. I might have not even saved that guy's video. Let me... I have Boogie's video here. Let me delete that. I don't need that link anymore. Let's see here. Okay, that's all that shit. Oh, and so one of the reasons why I bring up Mike, it was the thing I was going to end the video on, and I guess I can spoil that here, is that with the exception of Facebook, Sargon, Sargon of Akkad, is unequivocally larger as an individual than the entire Mike organization. Sargon as an individual, and I mean this, is bigger than them, has bigger reach, except Facebook, for whatever fucking reason. And it's honestly probably because Mike has a contract with Facebook, and Facebook promotes them. Because they have millions of viewers on Facebook and nowhere else. They have almost zero reach other than on Facebook. It's fucking insane. So maybe you'll see that video at some point. And I'll get to that. Let's see here. I got some Mike articles, and we got some shit on Mass Effect Andromeda. Yeah, so I don't think I'm probably, the video that I had planned on it, I'm probably not going to do it, because, I just don't know what to say. Like, the fact that EA is going to continue pumping money into the company, it's like, I didn't expect that. And everything has gone exactly as I predicted. With the exception being that they're actually going to come out with that new IP. I didn't expect that. I expected that to get canned, but I was wrong. And now there's rumors about, and they've been talking about it as well from EA, and it might, or BioWare. It might just be them blowing smoke again. But I get the feeling that they're not. And despite all the departures that they had with Dragon Age, apparently they're working on another Dragon Age, which is I couldn't believe it. I couldn't fucking believe it. I was like, you got to be kidding me. They're actually going to make another fucking Dragon Age? That's insane. I can't fucking believe it. Someone asked, do I think Anthem will flop? It's not even a matter of if I think it will flop. I don't know. But the greater question is, even if it does flop, will EA continue to pump money into the company? Because the travesty, the absolute failure, the unequivocal failure that was Mass Effect Andromeda, it didn't even seem to faze them. They still defended the company to the hilt, even while downsizing it. I don't know what to tell you, man. It's up to the shareholders. If you know an EA shareholder, tell them to bring it up in a shareholder meeting. Ask them what the fuck they're doing and relay it to me, because I don't even know. So I'm going to delete these fucking the shit for Mass Effect, because I don't fucking care. You don't expect that video. It's not going to fucking happen. Actually, let me get to the fucking super chats. I shouldn't have clicked that. There we go. Ooh, actually, this isn't the right page, is it? Hold on a second. 1 second, guys. I need to get to the right page so I can read the super chats, because I know I saw a few of them. And I ought to read them. God damn it. Okay, here we go. So we got 2 super chats. One from Fraser Danger that says, states are a dual-edged sword for freedom, I guess. I'm not really sure what the context of that is. And Kekatarian says, did someone in brackets say super chat? Yes, indeed, sir. So there you go. So let's see what else we got up here for... So we have a whole bunch of links to articles talking about trans people. And I actually think this is one of my older videos that I said I was going to talk about, which relates to GLAAD and other organizations being cynical, where they don't really have a purpose anymore, and that they're just constantly, they have mission creep, and they're just constantly coming up with new things to fundraise on, essentially. Not really sure if I'll get to that one, but I'll keep that, obviously, because it's still a video I can do. There's a whole mixture of links that are really old. This is all the way back from fucking April. I got an article in here about Michael Tracy. I'm not 100% sure. Mobile Crusader says, Lewis, please bully Mr. I'm not sure who you mean by Mr. I appreciate the donation, but I don't know who you mean by that. I'll have to look into that more. And I also have some articles about the video I want to do about whites being underrepresented. Those are the last 2, and I will keep those because I do want to do a video on that. Yeah, so is that it? I also have a secret video that I've recorded from way earlier. It was all the way back in May that I recorded it. It's been sitting on my desktop, where it's very close to the Eric Garland video that I did, and I just haven't had time to edit it because I had to. It's an out of this world fucking video where it's just me screaming. And what it is I don't know if I should necessarily spoil it, but let's just say I found an activist website, and I just read through it, and I was just laughing at it. And I was like, you know what? I should do like an Eric Garland style video where I'm pretending to be someone that supports this website, and I'm just like reading verbatim what it says and just reacting to it. And I get like really fucking insane about it. Like I'm just like this militant fucking supporter. So that's the video that I recorded. I have to edit it and finish it. But yeah, I'm hopefully that one will work out in the same way, because I think it's funny at the very least. Because okay. 1,000 free points from Minds.com. Thanks, Minds. Fix your fucking uploader. Let's see here. Oh, I had let's see here. Let me, is this the video? Yeah, so I actually found some super small channel. I actually had for all of you that actually say to me, you want me to do a takedown video, I actually have one here that I never actually did. I don't remember if I scripted it out or not, but I have all the links that I was going to use on this guy. And it's like, unfortunately, it's like an older video. And it's funny because like the guy in like, it's like a 3-year-old video. And the guy since then has actually like gained a ton of weight and stuff. So he looks way different now. It's pretty funny. But the video itself is pretty bland. The guy just goes through the standard talking points of diversity in games. And all I do, if I do the video, it's like all I do is just showcase game after game after game after game after franchise after franchise that adds diversity and does worse. It's so great. Oh, man. And one of the things I try to say about this guy is that like he's not a bad guy, but he's just wrong. He's just flat fucking wrong. And he's just such an example of all these people out there that say the exact same thing as him, and he's just so fucking wrong. One of the games he names is like, oh, Assassin's Creed. It's one of my favorite games. And what I wanted to do is just have the image of an article, and there's a whole bunch of articles where the Assassin's Creed franchise is like fucking dead. that the last one did the worst that it's ever done, and it just like slowly slides into frame as he's praising Assassin's Creed. Oh man, I might have to look into doing that video. Dude, I was laughing so hard thinking about that. I was like, oh man, this would be so fucking great. Getting fucking sent something on Steam. But yeah, that was great. Catwoman says, I am a black man. I am Kang, you white cuck. Well, thank you for that information, Catwoman. But yeah. What's with all the Kang shit? Why is everyone a Kang in the chat right now? I don't believe that's true, by the way. I don't believe that the people in this chat are all Kangs. You guys are all slept. You're not woke. Apparently, I'm being told by a friend of mine that Battlefront 2 is apparently having a fucking closed alpha tomorrow. The Pope says stand up. That guy was great. Oh, that guy was great. See, I'll probably do this video. A video that I'm questioning whether I want to do or not is I had at minimum 6 fucking people send this to me. I had at least 3 people. I had one guy email to me. I had 2 private messages. I had at least, I want to say 3 people on Facebook send this exact fucking video to me. It was from Extra Credits. And you have no fucking idea how little I want to do that fucking video. You just have no idea how much I just don't want to do that video because it is so bad. It is so bad. It's so fucking unoriginal. It's so pretentious. It's so stupid. It is like Extra Credits is gaming's version of like, I mean, now that the what's his face is now gone. I forget the guy's name even. But he is like the guy, whatever Portnoy, whatever the fucking guy's name is, he is gaming's fucking idea guy, Mike. It's just pure sophist opinion. It's like, you know what I think? I think it should be this. Or however, like the guy's stupid, shitty, high-pitched voice that he pitches on purpose that it distorts the voice. It sounds like shit. It's and they think, dude, okay. Okay. I'm going to show it to you right now. And I know people are going to say that this is envy speaking, but I want to make something clear, okay? I have yet to do my Patreon video. It's in editing. It's, I wouldn't say almost completed. I probably need a few hours editing it for it to be completely finished. But I just want to showcase something to you guys. For any of you that watch their videos, and you could feel free to be a fan, but I don't think you can even deny what I'm about to say, okay? I'm going to show you something. This is, let me make sure I got the fucking right screen. Ah, shit. I mean to do that. Fuck. 1 second. I just fucked up my... Oh, God, what happened to the screen? God fucking damn it. What happened to... It's gone! Oh, God damn it. Hold on. God, I don't even know what happened to the fucking screen. Oh, there it is. Okay, finally. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so my point here is to not malign someone that is successful. My point is to say, okay, listen, every month you receive 15 fucking grand. Every month you receive 15 fucking grand. The quality of your videos are absolute dog shit. They are one minuscule step above mine. And you get 15 grand a month. I mean, these guys got to be living the high life on this shit. What do they, I mean, I know they have a team of people, but what do they even do? What do they even do? What is the difference between what they do and what I do? Outside of the fact that they have the most fucking baseline animation, quote unquote, and shit audio, demonstrably worse audio than even mine. I bought like a $60 goddamn mic. Don't pitch the fucking audio if it fucks it. Why would you do that? So I'm just complaining. I'm, again, not envy. Just complaining from the position of someone that would say, like, why are people paying this much fucking... someone said they noticed my porn. No, I don't have any porn on here other than flowers, which is very much not porn. Although Wendy... See, you guys didn't see it. I was going to do a video on the Wendy thing, the whole thing that happened with the Wendy's thing, because I was going to give examples of... that was another video I didn't finish, of... good advertisements and how to actually connect with people on social media and how not to. And it's going to be a comparison between the Pepsi video and a few other examples and the Wendy example and how successful it was. I had someone say on Twitter that James Portnow of Extra Credits is the quintessential San Francisco hipster douchebag. I actually looked it up because I was going to make a point about making fun of him for being a Bay Area douchebag. He's actually from Seattle. So he's not... He is the northern hipster douchebag. He's not the Bay Area hipster douchebag. He lives in fucking Seattle. So he's still a hipster douchebag, but he's actually in the north. So yeah. But yes, he is a hipster douchebag. Because, like, if you sit... And what you do is just... And what he does, okay, what he does is pontificate about his opinions as it relates to games. And in my opinion, it's okay to pontificate about your opinions about a game. But what he does is looks at other people's creations and goes, well, you know, what I think is that it should meet my qualifications for what a game should be. You know, this game that I didn't create from another nation where I have no real understanding of that culture? Well, I think that it should meet my criteria for how it should be entirely. Otherwise, it's not meeting a standard that I think it should meet. All games should be a bland vanilla slog of progressive virtue signaling. That's what it should be. And he gets paid 15 grand a month to do that. And I don't get it. I don't get it, you know? At least, I mean, at the very least, fucking Colin Marotti doesn't get 15 grand a month, to my knowledge. He has a small, hardcore following. And that's fine. You know what I mean? I'm fine with him having a small, hardcore following. But extra credits is still really big. Still really big, to my knowledge. To be making that much fucking money? I mean, bro, fucking Sargon makes 5 grand a month. These cocksuckers make $15,000 every goddamn month. It's unreal. I don't know. And again, you know, I salute, or however it's said. Enjoy your fucking success. But I don't get it. Okay. Oh, Sargon makes 5 grand per video. No, he doesn't make 5 grand per video. That's false. That's fake news. Because I am a contributor or patron of his, so that's false. Yes, it's monthly, so incorrect. Yeah, Sterling makes 13. But again, Jim Sterling has a hardcore group following. He's not that big, as far as I know. Let me look him up. Let me look up let me look at fat fuck right now. He's another one I don't get. Total fucking beta cocksucker. And it's just like, oh man, he's so great. 500,000 subscribers. So yeah, again, he's smaller than Sargon. Wow, his okay, so no, yeah, I guess he gets a decent turnover. Or average shit, whatever, for his size. Jim Sterling, I guess it just depends on your taste. I don't really know if anybody that's defended him. Feel free to defend him in the chat or whatever. I've run into people that say that they watch Colin's channel and mine, which I'll never understand that in a million fucking years. But Jim Sterling, again, this is whatever else people have their fucking people they like. But yeah, there's also plenty of people that don't like Jim Sterling, and I would list myself as in that category. I've done a video on him forever ago, mocking him. I think I did more than one mocking him, actually. Let's see here. Oh, did I, dude? Okay, I'm calling on the chat really quick. And I know that you say if you have any topics that you want me to cover, save it right now. Just save them right now, okay, bro? Bros. I was gonna make a PewDiePie joke, but I fucking forgot. What's the line? The bro fist, or however it's said. I was gonna make a joke about that, but I don't really know enough about him. I should probably subscribe to him eventually. I watched a few of his videos where I laughed pretty hard. So he puts up some decent content, everyone. Jack Porkins just sent in a super chat. You the realist nigga. Thank you, Jack. I appreciate that. I have seen people say that and that they appreciate that about me, and I appreciate you for appreciating that about me. Appreciate your support. But what the fuck I was going to say? Oh, yeah. Save your topics for now because I will call out the chat in a bit once I run out of topics to cover. But, okay, you ready? You fucking ready? I probably shouldn't do this because I will show my Steam handle, and I don't want a bunch of people fucking adding me. But let me... Actually, you know what? I won't do that. Oh, actually, hang on, guys. I want to see if I can control some people. Give me a second here. I got somebody you've been mentioning in the chat, but I want to troll some people. Fuck, that's not what I wanted to do. I'll take this opportunity to say to all of you listening to this, be sure to visit my affiliate links in the description. Be sure to go to my Patreon and blah, 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 and support me. And everywhere else, does it say this? Oh, okay, here we go. Okay. Can I zoom in with this? No, I can't. Fuck. Let me just maximize the screen. Okay, you ready? Get ready. Get ready. Take a look at that. Take a look at this bar right here. I'll leave it on screen for a second longer. You can just look at this right here. Okay, stop it. All right, I want to see if okay, thanks to Gung Ho Jihad, my channel is best on TubeYube. Thank you for the whatever the $85 is. Anyways, let me get to chat and see that reaction. You couldn't read it? Did anyone see it? No one saw it? It didn't show up? Okay, some people saw it. Not only did I pre-order. Oh, god damn, people are adding me. Not only did I pre-order the upcoming spin-off to Life is Strange. Not only did I pre-order it, I bought the premium of it, where you get a third episode or another episode that is like either, I forget, a precursor or like the after the fact of Life is Strange. I think it's a precursor. So it was only like $16 total. It's definitely not expensive, but I saw that come up and I was like, I can't believe they're gonna fucking do a spinoff. So what I would like to do is eventually, when it does come out, I would like to stream it. I would like to do a let's play of it. I would like to have all of you here go through it and just enjoy it. Because the fact is, with this fucking spinoff piece of shit, that it's likely not going to be good, and it is going to win every fucking award imaginable. That is my prediction. It is going to win more awards than fucking sell copies. And I'm going to, this time around, enjoy myself. I'm not going to take it seriously. I'm not going to give a shit. I'm just going to enjoy the shit out of the fact that it's going to be probably some like hack-eyed or hack-mead fucking piece of shit. And it's gonna make it's not even gonna sell that well. It's just going to have every fucking outlet shilling it and making and winning every conceivable award, no matter how good or bad it is. Maybe it's good, doesn't matter. Maybe it's bad, doesn't matter. It's gonna be winning every award possible. So I thought I'd troll you guys with that, because when I saw that pop up, it literally popped up on Steam. And I was like, no fucking way, because I'm pretty sure I followed Don't Nod, and I looked at Don't Nod, and they had it on their thing, and I was like, holy fucking shit, they're doing a spinoff where it's just Chloe, and let me get to the fucking, just the best shit ever. The best shit ever. Just the absolute beauty of this fucking spinoff, okay? Hold on. Let me think. When I saw this, bro, I flipped. I was like, yes! I was so happy. I laughed so hard. And I'm sure most of you know where I'm going with this. Hold on, where is it? Here it is from Kotaku. Oh God, this is so funny. And people that like I'm a defender of unions. And so it's unfortunate that was the case in this situation, but that is correct. Ashley Birch is not coming back to play and voice Chloe. She's not coming back. They did an entire fucking spinoff where they virtue signaled her into this fucking role, guarantee for sure. And because of her doing the whole union thing, where they are, it's the whole voice acting thing or whatever, where they're trying to form a union, and so they're protesting, and so they won't voice in any games. Ashley Birch signed on to that, and because of that, they're just like, well, we're gonna make the sequel anyway, so they went with somebody else. I'm just sitting here like, you got to give it up for Don't Nod. You got to give him a fucking round of applause. Like, yes, fuck that cunt. Fuck Ashley Birch. So yeah, I was overjoyed by that. And when I saw that, I bought the fucking game. I don't even care if you guys give me shit for pre-ordering. I bought the fucking game after I saw that. Still have all these people fucking adding me. Yeah. Life is hella. You fucked it up with too many hellas. Life is strange, a hella rad adventure. Yeah, I mean that literally is what it is. Chloe's hella queer adventure. I like that one, Maverick. Well, you know what I want? This is what I want. This is the fucking opportunity to Don't Nod. Okay? This is their fucking opportunity to make up for the fuck up in their last game. What I want is fucking Chloe is in that high school again. Blackwell, I believe it is. Academy, not high school. Academy. This is their opportunity to make right by me and to have a relationship, a romance option for Veronica. And I say this to you that I want that in this fucking spinoff. There's no reason not to do it. You don't give a fuck about any kind of canon. All right? Fuck that whatever goddamn bitch that gets fucking kidnapped and murdered. Fuck her. I don't care. Fuck her. I want the option to romance motherfucking Veronica. Or Victoria, rather. Victoria. Because it wasn't there as it relates to Max in the first one. And that is my major complaint of that game. That is my complaint. I wanted Max to romance what could have been a tsundere girl. That could have been the relationship that could have developed into a pure love, a true love. That could have been the true ending of the game. But no! They had to fuck it. They had to fuck it all up. So this is their opportunity to make right. To do it right, to do right by me. Put that in the fucking game, or fuck off forever. That's my opinion on it. Forbidden love. I don't think it's forbidden, but yeah, I enjoy it thoroughly, and I want that to be in the fucking game, and I will be significantly disappointed if that isn't in the fucking game. I will be significantly disappointed. I expect it in there. If it isn't, again, fuck whatever goddamn name is. The other chick that gets kidnapped and killed, fuck her. Fuck her. They've already shown her all over the place. Fuck her. That's what I'm saying. And if we do the live stream of that, you'll hear my fucking disappointment. Stop adding me on Steam. Another super chat by Catwoman. FF Lightning Returns was a great game, in my opinion. Gang out. I assume that's a troll post. But for $2, I will read it. That's totally fine by me. Oh, apparently I missed some. Hold on. We got to roll back a little bit. Carlos Pina for $2 says, who should I emblem next? Geo for life. I'm not sure what that means. Some guy just gave me $7 Canadian. Send me some fucking Labatt, bro. Hey, while you're out there, you know, sending me that cash, why don't you, you know, send me another case of Labatt? Oh man, 10 out of 10 best dress up sim. Taco Liquor says I'd rape Victoria. I'm in favor of that being in the game. Forced relationship. I'm in favor of that. You get her drunk and force yourself on her. Make it dark, bro. Make it dark. I'm more than willing. Let's see here. Comment by Kame Sentai, whatever the fuck. Boogie's pacemaker runs on diesel. It will once he reaches that age. Humongous asks if I've heard about the California bans, the travel bans that is putting on all these different states. Yeah, I have heard of it. If you haven't, go watch the what's his face Christensen video on it. He gives a good explanation. Let's see here. You need to play Nurse Love Addiction. Did you see that on my Steam? Because I actually did buy it. I did buy it, by the way. I also bought Nier Automata, or Automata, however it's said. I did buy that as well. I haven't played it yet. I did return that Yuri fighting game, whatever the fuck it's called. I actually did return that because I got 2 hours in and I was just like, man, like I can't get with the controls with this game, and I just can't get with it, and it's not a good port in my opinion, so I just returned it. So that was a disappointment, was that Yuri fighting game. Even though I even like some of the characters. They were interesting, but it didn't work, so I just returned it. That was disappointing, but I'm hoping that Nurse Love Addiction will be all right. I'm hoping for that. Could use a good Yuri game. Okay, so now that I assume that I'm out of topics unless somebody brings them up. So, Valkyrie Dive is it. So, this is the time. If you have any topics you'd like me to discuss, bring them up now. Feel free to bring up some bullshit where you think you're going to enrage me. So go ahead. There we go. I'm just tweeting that shit out there. Let's see here. What about GTA? Will Boogie spawn children? Probably. He has a girlfriend or whatever that he'll probably eventually marry, so probably. Timothy Riggs says, Supreme Court hate speech equals protected thoughts, impact on snowflakes and campuses. You're going to have to specifically cite the case, bro. I appreciate the money. I'll look for it in the chat. You'll have to cite the case because I'm not sure which one you're referencing, because there's a whole shitload of news that's come out as of late. So I appreciate the question, but I'm not sure of what you're speaking to. Boogie is blacklisted at the Golden Corral. Oh man, so many fucking mean comments. Oh, Gunblade Knight asks, name something that isn't free, which should be. Name something that isn't free, which should be. I don't even know. I mean, by free, I assume you mean like publicly funded. I would say one of the things that I do think that could be a public program is a state television network. I would like to see an experiment with that in the United States, although people would obviously point to NPR. But no, I don't mean NPR with all, their shit and the private fundraising and that, but something that is publicly funded that has the issue with it would be the fact that you've taken away all the regulation that once existed for equal time, and that whatever changed in terms of propagandizing to the public, you have to re-regulate that fucking industry. Then I would like to see a state media, because I actually like the issue with our media is that there is no real competition. They don't really. It's like 6 companies that own them all, and I would like to see a state model. And again, it's not saying it wouldn't be a total fucking disaster like NPR, but that's my opinion. That's one thing I like to see. I haven't heard anything about the travel ban coming out. I haven't heard anything about them talking about the travel ban. I haven't heard of any ruling from the Supreme Court on the travel ban. I'm pretty sure I would have saw that. I don't care about Edgy Sphinx and Jeff Holiday. I don't care. What made me hate Psycho-Pass? I watched it. Mattel versus Tom. Thank you, Tim. I might know the one you're talking about, but I don't know offhand. So, this wasn't. I must have the wrong case. Are you sure? Mattel versus Tam, that was decided in December 22nd of 2015. Oh, here we go. There's another one. Weird. Okay, so there's 2 Mattel versus Tams. Weird. Previously known as Supreme Court decision in which held 8-0 disparaging. Oh, this is the slants guy. Yeah. Okay. See, I knew I'd heard of this one. Yeah. This is good. This is great. This is terrific. This is exactly what we want. Because what this will do is precedents like this will make hate speech laws impossible. And as it relates to other countries, I'm sorry, you guys are fucked. But I fear for the future in the United States as it relates to free speech. Because as I was talking with people earlier, you cannot predict the inexplicable as it relates to Muslims. All we need is another 9/11, and you will have, obviously, people on our side saying the exact same things over and over and over again. And then you'll have, the danger is the other side freaking the fuck out and just clamping down as hard as fucking possible, because they don't want people to say what it is, that it is a Muslim-specific problem. Not to go around the corners of Islam and blah, 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 blah. It's like, no, it's a Muslim problem. It's a Muslim problem. You bring in Muslims, this is the problem you get. That's all there is to it. It is that fact. It's a binary. You bring him in, you have the problem. You don't bring him in, you don't have the problem. Or at least the chances that it'll happen are significantly lower. And that's the danger. People talk about social justice warriors and that. And in terms of the United States, I am not fearful. If you're in other countries, yeah, be afraid. In the United States, I think if anything's going to bring about hate speech laws, it will be Muslims. Because I have already seen enough precedents from the United States Supreme Court that they are more than willing to bend over backwards for exceptions, special rights in favor of Sikhs and Muslims. Those are the 2 groups that they will destroy entire just decades of precedents for. They will do it. And that's my fear. And so precedents like this that comes out and is in favor, tacitly, it's not direct, but it is tacitly in favor of maximizing free speech, even with bigoted remarks, even though this is an all Asian band, as far as I know. the fact is that they don't even make the distinction, to my knowledge, in this case, in terms of the context of them being Asian. It's just, no, they have the ability to trademark this, even if it is a racial slur or disparaging remark. They're allowed to do it. That is what we want to see more of that. And what that is a shield for the United States against censorship. And my hope is that this might be a case that down the line might be something that could be brought up to be used as a case to say why the previous precedent set in terms of Muslims and Sikhs having special rights can be overturned. Because the fact is that those groups are made an exception of. And again, if this wasn't the Slamps, if this was the Sand Niggers, I don't think it, honestly, I do not think it would be 8-0. And Tim, would you say otherwise? If this was not the Slants but the Sand Niggers, would this be an 8-0 unanimous fucking decision? I don't fucking think so. I don't fucking think so. So it's good that this is how it happened, and this precedence is good. That's what we want to see. So I encourage all of you to look up that shit, Mattel versus Tem. You could also just put in Google slants, and that's what you'll see is that article on that. So it's a good thing. Okay, we got some more questions here. Let's see here. Chris Breyer asks, so what exactly do you have a problem with Boogie besides him being a fence-sitting? See, this is what, dude, I didn't say that. This is the annoying part of this. I didn't spend half of the video complaining about the fact that he's a fence-sitter. I don't even remember once saying that. Maybe I said that once. That wasn't in any way what my focus was of that video. Yet that was one of the things that I saw in the comment section all over the goddamn place. Oh man, you don't like that he's a fence sitter. Yeah, I don't like that he's a fence sitter. I didn't put that in the fucking video. So I'm not even fucking answering that question. Because that's not my watch the video again. That's all I'm gonna say. Because I get that you're here and that you care, but I'm not gonna answer annoying questions where it's like I didn't make that a point. People in the fucking comment section made that a point. All right, it's annoying to me, and you're not the only fucking person, so don't feel singled out, bro. But that was one of the things I saw repeated in the comment section as "quote unquote" criticism. When it's like I didn't even say it. Yeah, that was your whole question. I'm just moving on. Have you seen the Muslims rioting in Japan? The very few Muslims that they have are causing problems. You'll have to link me to that for prosperity or whatever you are on Twitter, because I saw you on there. You have the same avatar. You'll have to link me to that. I did hear that they let in like a single fucking Muslim refugee, quote unquote, and then he like raped and killed somebody, so they deported him. It's just, I mean, what people say, like the whole thing with Islam and all that, it's like, no, it like, you just have to keep it real. It is a Muslim thing, and it's not like, oh, it's genetic and blah, 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 blah. No, it's like, listen, are they a Muslim? Yes or no? Yes. Okay, that raises the chances significantly, not just disproportionately, significantly raises the chances of them being a fucking pedophile, a molester, a rapist, a murderer, a criminal, a terrorist. It's not even disproportionate. Just out of this world raises the chance that they are going to be involved in some insane criminal activity, if not just outright political fucking terrorism. And the answer to that, from my position, is no more. Let them sort it the fuck out. And any country that brings them in while they're dreaming up some concoction in France where they're going to put a bulletproof fucking prism around the goddamn Eiffel Tower to prevent terror attacks, if that wasn't just a troll story, which, I mean, I assume that it is true just because I believe it from the fucking French. Doing that above, because they know that the fucking the shelf life of the Eiffel Tower, it's fucking, the time is ticking by. It is going to get blown the fuck up. It is a target. Clearly, as far as I know, there have been attempts before in the recent years. There have been attempts to destroy it. So I guarantee you, if they don't do some crazy shit like that where they put a giant bulletproof prism around it, it will get blown the fuck up and it will be knocked down. And you know what's going to happen in France? You know what's going to happen in France when they destroy the Eiffel Tower, when they blow it the fuck up? When a globally recognized symbol of France is destroyed by terrorism, by Muslims, you know what's going to happen? Nothing. Nothing. That's what's going to happen in France. Nothing. It's a nation of fucking cucks. You deserve what you get because you won't take responsibility for your own actions. Your political elite brought in more than they could deal with in terms of a population that is already known to do what they do, as I've already laid out the different things that they're known to do, not just disproportionately, but by numbers that are outrageous, that no one should tolerate, and no one in their right mind would tolerate. You knew what was going to happen, and you didn't take action against it. You just fucking, shouted down the fucking Charlie Hebdo writers and authors that survived as fucking racists. You marched in Paris holding hands and did nothing. You're going to get exactly what you fucking deserve. Not because I think that you're evil or that they're evil, but it's simply what is going to happen. You could have stopped it. You could have not done it in the first place, but now you could have stopped it. And you're not going to. So now it's going to happen. It is going to happen. I guarantee you, if things continue the way that they go, within the next 5 to 10 years, here's a fucking Nostradamus fucking prediction. Next 5 to 10 years, there's going to be a terror attack at the Eiffel Tower. And they're going to either get lucky again, which they have in the past, or it's going to be successful and damage the tower. 5 to 10 years. Because they're out of control there. They're out of fucking control there. They keep letting in people Merkel style. They're going to fucking collapse as a nation. They're going to be a failed state. So, again, I don't know what to say to the French people. Okay? The onus is on you. You know what's happening. You know what's happening. You're just choosing to ignore it. So, and I'll say too, I'll back up a second here because I know I have a couple viewers that are French. So I will say this. I don't think that you deserve this. Okay. I want to rein that back in and take that away from what I just said. I don't think you deserve it. I think that I would say that there are a lot of French people that are aware of the situation. There are a lot of French people that, despite the coordinated efforts against them, they are willing to speak out against it. They know what's going on. They will speak out against it, even if it does hurt them personally. But your political class and enough of your country are still enough enablers. They're just enablers or sympathetic. I mean, I don't know how else to put it, to a fucking caliphate in a revolution in your country. I don't know what to say. Enough of them are enablers or sympathetic that it will be a fucking miracle if you guys can get your shit together. It will be a miracle. Germany is in the same boat. Sweden is in the same boat. There's a whole slew of countries that are in the same boat where each and every one of those nations know the exact problem, and they are unwilling to deal with it. The English, the United Kingdom is another one, honestly. They are in many ways out of control and the violence is escalating and all that, but I wouldn't say they're as far gone necessarily as the other ones, because I would say that the tide is turning to some degree in the UK, but these other countries, abso-fucking-lutely not. It is 100% pure burying your head in the sand. And if you are in France, if you are in Germany, if you're Dutch even, if you're Swedish, I mean this, genuinely mean this. Get the fuck out of those countries. Get the fuck out while you're still able to. Because that's what fucking Kraut did. Kraut got the fuck out of Germany. He's now living in fucking Austria. You think that's a fucking coincidence? You think he just went there for the beauty of the nature and shit? No, man. Kraut saw the writing on the fucking wall. And he got out when it was time to get the fuck out. And he isn't looking back. And I keep telling him when I talk to him, don't do it. Don't look back. Enjoy your life in Austria. He's got a decent life. He needs to fucking stop smoking, stop being a lazy cunt, and take himself a little bit more seriously in his health before he's another fucking boogie. But, you know, he made the right call. He has good judgment in that way. So let me catch up with chat. Sorry. Okay, so Chris Breyer asks again, I wanted to know what criticism of Boogie that I have not heard already said. You said you had some that others have not said, but that was my point. Sorry for how I put it. My point is that I don't believe enough people have said that Boogie himself, and this is, again, I said it repeatedly, Boogie is not criticized as a person that incessantly gives out advice to people on how they should live. He is exporting his worldview onto other people. It's not just games and opinions and politics. It's his opinion on how you should live as a person. When, as I've said, he is a completely dysfunctional person, which, from my perspective, completely just destroys any credibility that he should have or feel that he has to give that kind of advice to people. And I swear to God, and maybe other people are out there doing it, I have never seen one single person make that point about him. I've seen people call him fat. I've seen people say that he's a slob. I've seen people say all sorts of things that he's a fence sitter. That's one of the things I've seen people say up and down that he is, and they don't like him for, and they unsubscribe for him for. All right, I get that. That's fine to criticize him about. My main problem with him is not even the fact that he's a fence sitter. I don't like that. That's why I don't watch his channel. My main problem is that he's out there doling out advice that at face value is fucking bullshit. All right? He's in a position where no one should take him seriously on that. And what should happen is the next time he uploads a video where he says, hey guys, it's Boogie, I think you should go out there, and if you run into this kind of person, this is how you should act. When you meet people, you should treat people with kindness. You shouldn't try to be aggressive. You shouldn't try to argue with them. You know, just let them have their day. Let them have their moment. Be proud of that fact. And when he does that, a million thumbs down. People in the comments section like, shut the fuck up. Get your fucking life together. Stop doling out this goddamn advice. Figure your shit out. Stop talking about how other people should act, how other people should feel, how other people should run their lives. Figure your shit out. And then he should have to do a video. Oh, hey guys, it's Boogie. Sorry about that. I'll be sure to do that in the future. I won't upload any more videos where I just, arrogantly tell you how you should live and blah, blah, blah. Problem solved. Then I have nothing else to say. So that's my opinion of it. If people want to make an opinion, there's a couple people upset about what I said about France. So Sean asks, Sean, do you think the Muslim issue is going to escalate to the point where the world turns on the Muslim world in an aggressive fashion? It seems like this is a threat to all countries. I don't think it would reach that point because I do think there's enough cuck countries that it wouldn't. Like Sweden is never going to turn. France is the slug from Rick and Morty, like Slug Morty, or Morty's dad. That's France. That's Sweden. That's the Danes. That's hopefully not the UK and Germany. Okay. UK, I would say, is the only country I have hope for, despite how bad things look. The rest, they're fucked. And I even argued with Griffiths about the Danish, and she doesn't get it. She doesn't fucking get it. She goes, oh, no, this is a Turkish issue. It's like, no, it's a Muslim issue. It is a Muslim issue. Oh, well, no, it actually has a lot to do with their nationality as Turks. It's like, no, you don't get it. They're a Muslim enclave. That's what it's about. No, it's not. No, it is. It is. It's the same. It's the same fucking issue. It's the same fucking issue all over goddamn Europe. It's the same issue. well, they're not actually lashing out in the same way. No, but it's for the same fucking tribalist reasons, isn't it? Yes. Oh man, that was a really annoying fucking conversation I had with Griffix. Yeah, I have someone, friends. I know my country is fucked. Recent elections proved it. I've seen people praising Macron. And it's like, okay, by all accounts, this guy is a proud Clintonite-style corporatist. Proud Clintonite-style corporatist. Just through and through corporatist. And people are like, yeah, I like Macron. And it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, maybe it's the difference between being American and being French, but it's like, you are like sitting there welcoming in the Trojan horse of corporatism into your already fucked country. It's like, hey guys, hey, hold on, you want to sell out everything and including our national sovereignty? Bring it in. Bring it in. Come on in, Macron and friends. Come on. It's like you are literally destroying your fucking country. And I get, right? People had reservations with someone like Le Pen. They don't like her because she's far right. And the other guy that was like the far leftist, he didn't have a fucking chance. You know, I get that people didn't want to vote for Le Pen and all that kind of thing because they think she's far right and all that sort of thing. And there were other reservations people had about her. But again, it's like, it's the difference between I didn't vote or I voted for Macron, but it's because I don't like Le Pen, and the people saying I'm proud to have voted for Macron. It's like, okay, you know, just look at New York. Look at New York. You're already less functional than New York, but look at New York. Watch what happens, assholes. Find out. Same guy for posterity, although I know that's... Hold on, let me look. Fuck your username, bro. I'm going to find your fucking name. Graham asks, speaking of too many Muslims, did you see the most recent Canadian census and projections for the Canadian population of 2080? The change came only in the past 15 years. Well, I mean, that's what happens, man. That's what happens when your country opens the doors. And they do so in a way where it's like they let too many of the same person in. They let in a lot of fucking foreigners, because I got to say that Canada, and the Canadians rather, they have an obsession about making their country not white. I know that in my own life from living in a border town. All right. I know a decent chunk of Canadians. Canadians have an obsession with making Canada not white. And if you're Canadian and you fucking deny that, you're a liar. I know enough fucking cunt Canadians that think that shit. It's not even just like not wanting white identity politics. It's like they have an anti-white identity politics that's not even their own identity politics. It's like they just want anything but white people in Canada. It's fucking bizarre and masochistic and what you'd expect. You know, I don't really have much to say with Canada. They're another fucking country. They're not as fucked as the European countries in terms of Muslims, but they are on all fours getting fucked in the ass by social justice. Out of all the countries that are fucked by social justice, Canada might be up at the top. They're just I swear to God, it's like a fringe group in Canada that are not fully in favor of, even conservatives even are in this category, of not wanting to get fucked in the ass by social justice. It is a nation of cucks. You know, the best thing my grandfather ever did was get the fuck out of that nation. Best thing he ever did. And you know what happened after he came to the United States? He never went back. His whole family was in Canada. He never went back. Oh, man. That's a true story, by the way. I'm not making that up. That is a true fucking story. If people are asking if which is worse, Canada or Sweden. Sweden is going to get done in by Muslims before it is by the social justice types. Canada it's the opposite. You guys are going to get done in by social justice, unless you have some kind of radical change. And I mean like I'm talking like you make Gavin McGuinness fucking prime minister. Like that is the kind of radical shift you would have to have in order to make any kind of real change. You guys are fucked, okay? Your conservatives are all corporatists or total cucks or enablers. That was one of the things the conservatives were bringing in people too. The Canadian conservatives were mass immigrating people. And they're corporatists as far as I know anyways. So if you want to look to people to blame in Canada, it's both fucking sides. It is everybody in Canada. You're all cucks. That's what I mean. Like, you guys got to get your shit together in a major way. You got to actually find some actual conservatives in Canada. Are there any conservatives in fucking Canada? Do they exist? That aren't just full-blown corporatists. That seems to be the only kind of conservative in Canada. Colonial? Oh, yeah, Micro-colonial says $2 Canadian. Sorry, man. Canada used to be a classical liberal paradise. That's true. You guys were very, very liberal, but you guys went down the social justice fucking line and you just went nuts. Yeah, Canada, you guys got to get your shit together. Oh, you know what? Strike Gavin McGuinness. Okay, Jordan Peterson for Prime Minister. Professor Jordan Peterson for Prime Minister of Canada. Oh my fucking God, could you imagine what would happen? Could you imagine the turnaround in Canada if that were to happen? I'm going to wait for chat to catch up with that. Jordan Peterson for Prime Minister. Holy shit, man. That would be fucking insane. Zachary Beige says, in $10 American, conservative machine broken, or conservative machine broke. I'm not sure if that's a reference. Have people saying that they would devote their life to campaign. Micro says that. Yeah, man, I'd support that. I give money to that. I'd give money to Jordan Peterson going for prime minister. I'd give money. That'd be great. Bro, can you imagine the debates? Jordan Peterson versus the biggest cuckold they can come up with in that country. Just it would be that would be the most red-pilled debate in history. That would be the most red-pilled political fucking debate in history. It would be fucking nuts. That would be great. I support that all the way, man. That would be fucking great. Oh, man. Can we imagine? Basically, Jordan Peterson gets asked a question about the economy. Fucking the cuck gives some stupid answer about immigrants, and then just fucking Jordan Peterson just launches into like a 20-minute explanation about fucking totalitarianism. It would be like that the mind explosion gif or fucking whatever, or the whatever the euphoria thing is for like the mind expanding into the universe for every member of that audience. It would be fucking insane. It'd be great. Like, I'm not even trying to meme it or joke it. I would give money in support of it, wanting him to win. It would be fucking insane. God, that would be great. Gad said doesn't have the charisma of Jordan Peterson. And he also doesn't have the fierceness of Jordan Peterson. The best kind of Jordan Peterson is when he basically is disgusted by something. He finds an idea or a notion to be personally revolting to him, and it just, boom, he just goes into second gear and just goes. It's so great. It's the best part. So yeah, Jordan Peterson versus Trudeau. Oh man, dude, I would plaster that fucking. I would watch that debate while talking to you. I would force Sargon to do a stream about it. It would be fucking amazing. That would be so great. I can only stress how insane it would be. Unsubbed? What? You don't like Jordan Peterson? Come on. Farage for Canadian Prime Minister? No. Farage, I would definitely like to see. Okay, we got another super chat. Hold on. From Micro again, $10 Canadian. We need to teach Jordan Peterson French before he can become PM. That is true. That you got that Quebec-y issue. I'm surprised he doesn't know French. I figure there's a lot of Canadians I know that know French, at least a decent portion. But Farage running for prime minister and fucking for the British and all that. Oh my god, that'd be fucking amazing. It would be fucking amazing. Because Farage is the brilliance of Farage is that he is articulate and he doesn't give a fuck. That would be fucking great. Farage would be another one who would be fucking great. I really much doubt that Peterson would make Canada, quote unquote, a Christian nation. I really doubt that. I've been saying to, like, you know what's amazing is that people have said that they want Sargon to get involved in politics. It's amazing because for a long time now, I've been saying that to, and I mean a long fucking time, I've been saying to Sargon that he should get involved in local politics in Swindon. And I'm talking like when we started talking to one another. So we're talking like well over a year ago, if not longer. I've been saying to him since day one that he should get involved in politics because he would win. He would. He would raise the money. He would get all the press in the fucking world. And he could just go to door with a camera. And that would be the videos he could upload to another channel of, you know, Benjamin for fucking whatever the fucking seats are there. And he would win, and it'd be great. And so the reason why I bring it up is that when I first said that to him, he laughed and he dismissed it, and he said the last thing I would ever want to do in my life is to run for political office. And I notice as time has gone on that I don't hear that anymore. It's less and less that he sees it as something that he wouldn't do. And I'm proud to say that I am one of those people that is pressuring him, and it's having an effect. So for those of you that would like to see Carl run for office, you never know. You never know. And it would be great to see. But yeah. King of Swindon. All right, let me catch up on chat. Got a lot of shit popping up. Someone brought up Dan McBain says on Rogan, Sargon sounded like he was considering it. Yeah, it wasn't just there. I just had a conversation with him, and again, he didn't dismiss it like he used to. So I would say that it's entered into his mind, and I think it's because he realizes now, like, fuck it, I could do it. And that's what you need to run for office. That's all you fucking need is that confidence to say, you know what, I can fucking beat that asshole that's in my district or whatever. I could beat them. That's all you need, and you can win. Because that's, again, it's just, once the ball starts rolling, all you need to do is meet up with somebody. And Sargon could have this in a fucking day, if not less, on the hour. Meet with somebody that has done campaigning before and just boom, go from there. Learn it overnight, go from there, start campaigning overnight, meet people, have events in public where he's there, he meets people, he gives a speech, he has questions, because he can do it. He's articulate enough, he's charismatic enough, he has the press, he has the audience, he has the publicity. All he needs is just someone that's intelligent enough to tell him what to do, where to go, how to do it in his district. Boom. It's over. He'll win. And it'd be great to see. But in terms of what he did, I'm not going to say that I don't like Joe Rogan, but I thought that conversation that he had with Joe Rogan was all Sargon, and Joe was dog shit. I couldn't stand Joe in that interview. I'm not sure if I'm alone in that. But I thought Joe was nothing but a detriment. I've seen interviews where he's had good chemistry with the people that he's been speaking to, but that was definitely not one. And I'm going to say, it wasn't Sargon's fucking fault. It was fucking Joe. And I thought he was terrible. Oh, bro, imagine a photo op where Sargon starts running for office and one of the people he gets to meet as a direct result, and imagine this selfie on Twitter of him with his arm around Nigel Farage. Imagine that fucking image being just posted without comment on fucking Twitter. Imagine that shit. Oh man, that would get articles written about it. It would be insane. Oh man, that'd be great. I'd love to see it. I know he would love to do it for sure. Let's see here. Catch up with chat. Yeah, I've heard a lot of bad things about California as of late. Sargon invited to Farage's radio show. That's true. That'd be awesome. He has it on that weird network where they have a whole bunch of people speaking on it. Whatever it's called. I've listened to Nigel Farage and a few other people. I've listened to Majid Nawaz on there. I've listened to Nigel Farage. I've listened to at least a few other people as well, all on that station or whatever. L something. I forget what it is. It's an acronym or whatever. But yeah, it's pretty good. A network. LBC. There you go. It's pretty good. I like it. I've listened to it a bunch of times. The problem with you fucking Brits, bro, is every goddamn piece of media that comes out of your shit is locked down, copyrighted, under fucking internet IP lock, fucking whatever, everything. You know, I feel like I'm trying to hack into fucking Britain's fucking intelligence agency every time I'm trying to watch a fucking video or audio clip. You guys are ridiculous with protecting your fucking media. All right. Oh, I don't want Sargon to take a photo with Putin. I don't think that'd be good for him. Do you think I wouldn't even rape you would hurt him? No. It would make Jess Phillips look stupid, and the people that talk about it stupid. And I mean, Sargon could take one of two approaches to it, and the best approach, in my opinion, would be just to laugh at the comment and say that he figured that just by saying that she would overreact and make herself a victim, and that's why he said it, and she did exactly that. And she went on television, did exactly what he predicted that she would do, and so that's why he said it, was just to prove that that's really only what she does, is act like a victim, that she doesn't do really anything as a politician, as an elected official, and that he would, boom, interview over. That simple. There are other ways to handle that, by the way, but I think that would be how I would say he should approach it. Let's see here. Oh, God. Graham asks, have I seen Hank Green's video about refugees? The guy is such a fucking progressive. I don't want to fucking see that video. All right. My opinion of refugees is any country but the one I'm living in. I don't give a fuck what those of you that are not American do in your own goddamn countries. Not in this goddamn country. All right. It is I mean, we can see what happens. So none. That's my answer. And again, defend it. Defend why. Oh, they're poor. Well, we have poor people. Oh, they're worse off. Okay. Why is it our responsibility? Because I'm going to be the one paying for it. And what I would like to do is try to help our already existing poor people. And there's already a debate in this country as it relates between left and right about how we should help poor people. So we don't even agree how to help poor Americans. Why the fuck are we bringing in a population that we're going to have to subsidize? Why? And at the same time, they're going to be cheap labor for the corporations that'll take jobs from Americans. Why? Just defend it. And again, it's just a virtue signal. It's just my feelings. That's the only explanation that I've been given, other than fuck whites. That appears to be the other side of this. Well, the problem is America's just too fucking white. Well, I'm sorry that you are a piece of shit racist. Why don't you go fucking kill yourself? Why don't you do that? Because that's the best option you can take in this world, is if you are a racist, I don't care if you are a racist of whatever ilk, kill yourself. That's my response. Because you either have to reform your fucking mental issue, or you are an irredeemable piece of shit and just a detriment. All right. Somebody says, is that a fucking Sabres avatar? South Buffalo is better than Cheektowaga. I guess. I mean, South Buffalo, if you mean like over like towards Atoll Springs and that, it's not exactly great. But it's nice if you like living by the lake. Cheektowaga is kind of all over the place, honestly. But I mean, you got a lot of areas in that general area around Buffalo that are not exactly great. So no area in and around Buffalo, there's no area that's really great, in my opinion. Even the upper crust, half mansions, like upper middle class, wealthy houses that are in Buffalo in those small districts, they're surrounded by ghettos. So it's like, are they? I wouldn't fucking live there. So are they really that nice? Fucking person from Buffalo making Buffalo memes. There's about 1% or less, 0.001% of the people that are going to give a shit about your fucking Western New York memes, bro. No one cares, bro. No one's from here. Let's see here. What else do we got? Yeah, someone says dog bath. Says zero benefit to host country for accepting refugees. Exactly. If you are the layman, if you are the average American, accepting refugees into this country does nothing beneficial and could ultimately be a net negative for your life, period. If they're in your area, the so-called refugees, which, as far as I can tell, all the statistics coming out are saying that these are all fighting age men that are coming here for economic reasons, to look for free money or a job, if you want to be generous. If they're coming to Europe, they're looking for fucking handouts. If they're coming to America, they're probably, hopefully, going to look for a fucking job, because we don't have the insane safety nets that they do over in Europe, where they just fucking give people money and housing and everything. I know people like to caricature our social safety nets as like that, but it's not like that. It isn't. There are people that obviously abuse it. That's my fucking job, but I think that people kind of overblow it compared to what's going on in fucking Europe. Yeah, and exactly. Captain Care says they're worse off is bullshit. Look at the photos from Eastern Kentucky and you'll think it's a fucking third world country. Absolutely, man. There are parts of this country that are so fucking poor that you would be surprised that this is a town or an area in America. You'd be shocked by it. Shocked. And there's parts of that, and even in New York. Travel through New York, travel through Pennsylvania, and go through some of these towns that have like entire business districts of stores and apartments and all that are all boarded up. Every single building is boarded up, with the exception of maybe like a gas station. It's fucking insane. The poverty that you can find in just random parts of your own state. But it's like, no, let's bring in all of these people. Meanwhile, fuck all these poor white people. They're fucking white. They're privileged. Fuck them. So absolutely, bro. I'm totally with you. Let's see here. Here's another meme for your Buffalo smells like despair. Ain't that the fucking truth, brother? Buffalo's improving though. Buffalo's they've been doing some decent shit there. But yeah, if you want to talk about a city that needs a hell of a lot of improvement, go on over to the Niagara Falls. Needs a bit of help. Smells like shit, by the way, and they still don't know what it is. 50,000. There's literally more stray cats in Niagara Falls than there are people living in Niagara Falls, and it smells like shit. And yeah, I guess I'll leave that alone. Let's see here. I live in Hamilton, and there are a lot of refugees in the ghettos. I know since I live in the ghettos. Yeah, man, I feel bad for you. Get the fuck out. The only goddamn refugees that we should be allowing into this motherfucking country is from Korea. That is the only goddamn refugees that need to come into this country. The next time there is a fucking tsunami in Japan, we have no excuses not to bring those people in. If we're going to bring in all of these fucking potential fucking degenerate terrorists or criminals, we should be bringing in the lifeblood of this country. If you are on the alt-right and you're saying, the American IQ is going to get diminished and blah, blah, blah. No, we have the solution. Bring them in. Bring in the Japanese. Bring them in. We will raise the IQ. We will save the white man, or whatever the fuck you believe. Whatever the fuck gets him in here. Refugee harem. That's exactly. Imagine, I'm telling you, imagine there's a typhoon or a tsunami in fucking Japan. It's like, oh man, we're bringing in 5,000 Japanese refugees to Buffalo. I am going to be the first fucking person there so the refugees welcome. I will put up a Japanese refugee. I will bring them into my home. Open the borders now. Refugees welcome. Oh man. I'm telling you, I swear to fucking God, this is a promise. I swear to God, this is a promise. All right. If there is a scenario where that actually happens, where there's a whole bunch of Japanese refugees or Koreans or whatever, or it can be like just general Asians coming into Buffalo, like there's a whole event coming in, I swear to fucking God, I will go down there and I will get on the news and I will hold a refugees welcome sign. I swear to God, I'll do that. That is a promise. If that happens, I will fucking do it. That will be my fucking face reveal. We'll be getting on the news saying about how I am in favor of bringing in exclusively Japanese and Korean. And I will go down there in a shirt that I have that's an anime shirt. I will do that. I will do that. I will publicly embarrass myself just because I think it'll be so fucking funny and so worth it. Oh, man, that'd be so funny. Jason Leonardo says, I want Koreans, I want Japanese, I want Chinese, I want the entire market. I agree. We got to be kind of careful with the Chinese. They seem to be kind of fucking, crazy with their shit. But I agree. We got another fucking Canadian just giving me money. I don't even. Setsuki Asuka Lininsky Acha Something Pseudo Mayo. There's your fucking shit pronunciation of your name. But yeah, I mean it. I'm not bullshitting that I would fucking do it. Dude, that would be the face reveal. If I was gonna do it, I would do that. I would do that as my face reveal. It would be fucking great. I would make Sargon upload it to his channel. I would embarrass myself to millions of people, but I would do it knowing that I would be a knowing meme. I would make myself a living meme knowingly, and it would be great. I would say the most cringy shit unironically to the news person. I would be like, this is the greatest thing. I mean, I understand that it's a tragedy, but you have to see the opportunity in this tragedy. Like, I would go full to it. It would be fucking great. No, people are saying Xander says implying a Japanese woman would date your gaijin ass. All right, if she's getting put up in my house, there are some goddamn expectations. All right, I'm not beyond that. There are some goddamn expectations. I'm putting pressure on that. I don't care if I am a white pigu. It's happening. Or go down there in my Bernie Sanders shirt. I have a Bernie Sanders shirt. I don't know if that would work as well. I don't think that would give me meme status. I mean, it might. The Bernie thing might, because they could approach me thinking that I'm a progressive, and then I wouldn't be. Like, that would be the joke, is they think I'm a progressive Bernie Sanders supporter, but no, it's just like, oh wow, this guy is just like an Asian file. Oh, that'd be great. That'd be the funniest fucking thing. Oh man. Yeah, okay. Is there any other questions? Is there any other questions? We'll probably have to wrap this up at some point. Not necessarily now, but we'll have to wrap it up at some point. I'm also out of beer, and I'm not happy about that. I'll have to literally run away and go get fucking more beer. All right, let me yeah, questions, guys. If you at me, it helps me see you, by the way. Labatt Blue. That's what I'm drinking. I'm not claiming that it's anything special, but I have a particular taste for it. Are there any questions? Or are there just going to be more people just fucking making jokes about it? How do I feel about Poland outside of that really red-pilled fucking guy in Parliament or whatever that's funny to watch because he doesn't give a fuck. That guy's fun to watch. Outside of that guy, they made the right choice in keeping out Muslims, that's for sure. I'm not going to answer that stupid question because I've already answered it. Future of American working class. So that ultimately depends on, what we can do in terms. There's way too much, mechanics at play or whatever for me to give an ultimate response to that. Is this just a plan to get all the chinks in one place in New York to drop the third bomb? Fuck off. Good joke though. Make more videos. Thanks. That's not a question. Have I been shot at? No, I've been brandished at. So that's been scary. I've been brandished at twice when I was a security guard. That really sucked because I was unarmed. But yeah, I have not been shot at, but I have been brandished at. Do you think what Majid Nawaz is working towards is a realistic goal? It depends on the country. I think Majid Nawaz would have certain traction in certain places, but in the UK, the only way the UK is going to get their shit together is if they take drastic steps to reduce the number of mosques that are radical, because they don't seem to be willing to do that to the degree that they need to. So Majid Nawaz, I would say, is good intentioned and is trying to work towards a goal that is well intentioned and is necessary. But do I think that it's necessarily realistic? Maybe not. Let's see here. Fucking Christ. All right. Well, that now I have Taco Liquor adding me, just calling me a nigger. Thank you. That's great. Thanks. How disappointing was this year's E3? Fairly. I already commented on that, and there's a few games that I talked about. Have I ever watched any of the videos about Darkside Phil? I used to watch Darkside Phil. I used to be a subscriber of his, and I've watched many videos on him afterward. Favorite Asian model? I don't think I have one. Whatever one I meet and can potentially date, that's my favorite fucking Asian model. Have I watched The Red Pill? No, but I would like to at some point. Thoughts on Christian Baker going to the Supreme Court because he doesn't want to serve fags? I would say I would probably say it's a question, but I would say that it's likely going to wind up going in his favor for the Christian Baker that's going to the Supreme Court because he doesn't want to serve gay people. I would say that knowing what I know about the laws and knowing what I know about some precedents as it relates to the Supreme Court, and I'm sure someone can give me an argument otherwise, but I would say that he's probably going to win that case unless, it depends on his case. I haven't read through it, so I don't ultimately know, but just at glance, I would say he's probably going to win. Do you think the United States will come to Europe's aid? Well, what are we going to do for your country or their country to help? Talk about that NeoGAF mod. I don't know anything about NeoGAF. Let's see here. Fucking Christ. Okay, I have Taco Liquor calling me nigger squared. Chris Breyer asks, do you think universal welfare will be an inevitable possibility due to technological progress? And if so, how do you think it will work? I don't know. I'm not a futurist. I think that people are putting way, way too much stock in automation being just around the corner. There seems to be a lot of what's missing for that to be the case. I think people see kiosks in fucking supermarkets and McDonald's and in certain places, and they think, oh man, it's going to replace everything overnight. And it's like, no, even people saying 30 years can't fully explain how they think it's going to occur. I've seen people call them out and ask, how do you think it's going to how do you think it's going to be completely automated? And they can't answer the question without getting into conjecture. And so I say bullshit. I call bullshit on that. When the technology exists and it becomes mainstream, then it exists and it becomes mainstream. But the fact that people are predicting it just occurring in the next 30 years, they don't know it. They're just speculating. The technology that they claim exists outside of, cashing out your groceries or whatever, outside of that position, it doesn't exist. And so they just start speculating. Fuck. How is it V can ride Sargon's dick to success, but you can't? I guess that's up to Sargon. Do you vape? No. Oh, Jesus Christ, the chat is not all fucked up. Do you think that there's any hope for Germany? Do you think the situation will end in blood, or will Germany just perish? I would say Germany is a powder keg that by the day grows larger and larger and larger. And I don't think that Germany is going to explode in the way I think France is going to explode soon. And by soon, probably like 15 years. Germany is probably in the next 30 years going to explode. I couldn't tell you when, but I just know that second generation is coming. It's going to be like the Muslims in the UK, where it's going to be a severe amount that are just insane and radicalized. Germany is going to be even worse than that, and they're just going to explode on Germany. And so if you're in Germany, buckle up. Not now, but in 30 years, get ready. Let's see here. Who would be my ideal president? I don't really know. I don't really have one. I wouldn't even say Bernie Sanders would necessarily be my ideal president. Oh man, the chat's all fucked up. Any thoughts? I've already given an opinion on the last night. Can I just inch this down? There we go. Do you call bullshit on driverless cars? Yeah, absolutely bullshit on driverless fucking cars. There have been test after test after test where it's been a colossal fucking failure. Colossal fucking failure, and they can't explain it. So driverless cars is another one where it's just like, yeah, you're working on the technology and perfect, go for it, man. But this tomorrow, man, tomorrow it's right around the corner. No, it isn't. They don't know when it's actually going to have any kind of fucking efficacy. Believe me, they want to do it, but they don't know. It's just conjecture. It's just speculation. Let's see here. I'm not going to answer these fucking questions. Have I ever considered a mail-ordered bride? Bro, there's Asians in this area. I don't need to do that. I just need to get on some sort of fucking dating app. Gary Johnson's a meme. Do you think the United States will help when Europe explodes by sending troops and aid? No, we're not going to send you troops when your shit goes down. So, and I mean that we're not going to do that. I can guarantee you, it's not going to happen. So you're on your fucking own. Get ready. What do you think about the United States taking action against global warming other than basic restrictions? I've already talked about this in the past, but it behooves us to get ahead of it. It behooves us to have the edge on technology in terms of energy production. We're stupid in terms of not necessarily what we're doing with the Paris Accords or whatever the fuck, but Trump's position that this is all bullshit and we're not really going to do anything. I don't agree with that. I think it's stupid. It doesn't help our position in the world. It doesn't help our technology. It's very easy why a ton of people disagree with what he's doing, and it is for a multitude of reasons. And a corporatist angle definitely is there, make no mistake, but it's also the fact that like you're willingly choosing to not make obvious steps that the government is going to pursue technology when that is what we have. That is our benefit right now, because we can't even say that we have a greater economy than China. I would say we would, but they have it in terms of grand scale. It's there for them now. So we can't say that anymore in terms of the economy. But so long as we have the technological edge and especially the military edge, we retain hegemony, and it's important for us to get ahead of that. So I think that people look at the environment as a two-dimensional issue when they shouldn't. Yeah, there's somebody just mentioned University at Buffalo. Yeah, bro, there's a ton of fucking Asians there. So not hard to find a fucking Asian in this area. Graham says that he hates futurists. They have historically been so full of shit. They sort of remind me of the I'm not going to mention his name, but yeah, you are right. I don't like futurists either. I do like some futurists that talk a little bit about more of just from the position of wouldn't it be nice if this happened? I don't mind that so much. Or they try to make predictions on if this were to happen, if this event happened, what would happen as a result. That to me is fine, but it's like the declaration of this technology is coming, therefore. And it's like, no, because you don't know when that technology can actually have application. So I agree with you, Graham. They're irritating. Somebody said they just tweeted at me. Hang on, I'll check that. Apparently, a NeoGAF mod was arrested for child porn. I mean, he looks like a fucking beta, so is anyone surprised by that? Yeah. Yeah, okay. That's pretty much it. Yeah, it's not a surprise, man. There's betas fucking everywhere that are fucking into children, apparently. What is it? The silent sinner screamed the loudest? I have no thoughts on Creationist Cat. Weebsmeetasians.com. You know what's funny is that with JList, there actually is, like, they used to have, I'm not sure if they still have it, but they actually had a service where they would try to hook you up with actual Asians. That was actually on JList. No, I didn't participate, but I saw that. Maybe at that point, if she realized, I was like, oh man, I need to stop now, but I didn't. Uh, so Lightning asks, what do you actually like about Asians? Wondering, as someone for whom they do nothing. It's not even though that it's specifically uh you got to understand that I'm obviously playing this up. You know, I'm obviously playing this up for the jokes, for the memes. It's because that, again, it's just people really like it. They like to have me commenting on it. They like to have me tweet memes about it. They like me to continue talking about it. It's funny. It's amusing. People like it. It's one of the reasons why I bring it up. The other side of this is that, yes, to some degree, I do like Asian girls. I am attracted to them. And in terms of the aesthetics, well, it's not as though that I can somehow explain that to you. You know, if I see an attractive female, then I'm attracted to that female. It's that simple. And I also say that, you know, the only women that I've dated in my life have been white. So again, it's not it is something that is real. I'm not going to deny it, but it isn't something to the degree where it is exclusive. You know, if I once I start dating and I have to eventually just do it, you know, get on a dating app and just do it. But once I do that, it's not as though that I'm going to simply only look for girls that are Asian. You know, I've said it before. I don't mind what girl I date, what color her skin is, or what her ethnicity is, so long as, I think I've already said that the factors are that obviously have to be physically attracted to her. She's not high maintenance, and there's another qualifier. I forget what it is, but yeah, I forget what it is. But I know I have. I think I have three qualifiers. I'm attracted to her. Uh, that she's not high maintenance, and I forget what the third one is. Oops. You're obviously fetishizing Orientalism. I don't think I am. I like how people are starting to get like fucking trolly and racist and stuff like that. It's not, guys. It's not gonna work on me. It's really not. There's all these fucking racist comments. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, God. You're getting even more trolly there, Taco Liquor. You're getting worse. So Uriah Wright asks 2D pussy or 3D pussy, and I am a staunch defender of 3D pussy. I think that that is the superior pussy. I think that anyone that's actually gotten laid will tell you that that is the superior pussy. Uh, Micro says, I challenge you to learn Japanese. or Japanese. I've already talked to enough people that actually know Japanese that say it's fucking impossible, that I'm not really sure if I want to take on that task. I'm pretty sure that being that I am in America, I'm just going to force English onto any person that I may or may not date. I think that is what should be done in this country. If you are Asian in this country, that is the standard that you should be held to, is that you should be forced to learn English. And I'm willing to say, if we have any Asian refugees that come here that need help learning English, I will be your tutor. But it comes at a price. Oh man, the chat's getting fucked up again because of the scrolling. Let's see here. Oh man, the chat is just out of fucking control. All right, so we're gonna have to get into the lightning round of this, and we're gonna have to get to the final questions, some of the final questions. So we're entering into the lightning round of the stream. So let's go. Let's go. What is the difference between Asian pussy and non-Asian pussy? So I've been told that there is no difference between someone that has. Well, actually, I don't even know if that person has had sex with somebody that isn't Asian. They have had sex with multiple Asians, and so between Asians, they say there is no difference. But I'm not sure if there is necessarily a difference between Asian and non-Asian pussy. I don't know because I've never fucked in Asian, so I can't tell you that. Although I will say that there is the feminist carried on myth of tight Asian pussy, and I will take advantage of that myth. I am willing to see if that is true or not. I want to do the Mythbusters on that of tight Asian pussy. I want to know. The truth is out there. I think that Bill Maher is a cuck. There's your answer. America will not be cucked. Is F03 worth buying? I don't know. F03. I'm not sure what you mean by that. How would you explain your Twitter timeline to a potential Asian girlfriend? I wouldn't. If I had a girlfriend that was Asian, they wouldn't see my fucking social media. That's for goddamn sure. Because they would obviously see me as a creep. They would obviously, I would say. Because they're not, even if I say, listen, I'm playing this up, they wouldn't believe me. Oh, goddamn the chat. Hang on, I just lost the fucking questions. Let's see here. Do you think that Anita is a victim of gang stalking? No. Do you drink scotch? No. Will Jesus save us from Islam? That's the last person to expect to save you from Islam. I added you on Rockstar, blah, blah, blah. I can't say whether I'm going to be on this weekend because they change my schedule every goddamn day. But I've been on a little bit lately, but I can't promise when I'm going to be on. I don't know what fucking bullshit questions. Ass, tits, or thighs? I'm not even sure. I mean, I would say all all of the above, proportional. That's my answer. Is Boogie a spineless worm? Yes. He would admit that himself. You assume someone says, I would make Asian refugees service me for rent and learn English. Louis Le Vau. Yes. Someone asks, am I in dire need for pussy? I would say that in terms of pussy, I would say that I am a fucking camel. I can go years. So C Skimmer asks, can Asian pussy save the world? My answer is yes, in more than one way. In a multitude of ways, Asian pussy can legitimately save the world. With many winning conservative candidates not being traditional conservatives, i.e. Trump and Theresa May. I'm not really sure if that's accurate in terms of Theresa May. Do you think that political arm is on the decline? I would say that there is a internal schism on the right, but I would say that there's a significant difference between Republicans and conservatives in the UK. I'd say there's a pretty distinct difference there. Do I like black women? Sure. Favorite JAV star? I'm not sure what you mean. Japanese. I'm not sure what you mean by anime voice actor. I'm not sure what you mean. Can Asian pussy save the honorary Asian or Aryan race? Yes, that's one of the factors. Oh my god, the fucking chat. Somebody says in super chat, Asian pussy is about the same. Well, do you know how many different pussies have you tried from different ethnicities? And have you sampled? I mean, you've sampled them, but have you made an attempt to compare them in a short span of time? That's the question I have. There needs to be a scientific method behind the status of pussy. We need to have a study in that. Do you believe the progressive platform has been taken over by cowards? I mean, progressives are cowards, so I don't really know what you mean by that. Yes, that is true. Lone Wolf Bro says, in the desert of life, as in regards to pussy, I am a camel. That's true. Is Finland safe from the Muslim invasion? That's up to your country, bro. Lewis, random Yoko or roaming millennial? I'm not sure who random Yoko is, but well, roaming millennial is actually pretty attractive. I'm not really too sure of her politics though, but she is attractive, I would say. But as far as I know, she's spoken for, so I've been fucking pre-cucked. Oh man. Elf or dwarf? Bro, elf or dwarf? Elf, obviously. Elf always. Fuck dwarves. All right, we got some more racist comments. That's great. No, seriously though, if you hate your job, you're going to be miserable wreck eventually. Probably. I mean, it just depends on my fucking job. Like today it wasn't that bad. Tomorrow for me is not going to be that bad. I already know what my job is going to be like for tomorrow. This week for me, unless they change my schedule, which can happen in a second, it's not going to be that bad. It's just that like one of the issues that I know I'm going to have this week because it's so easy is that one of the things that I'm having a problem with is that there's no activity. It's one of the factors in which they judge everything by. If I'm getting footage, if I'm noting things, if I'm seeing people, and if it doesn't happen, then what happens is that for them, they don't say something immediately. They wait. And then it becomes an issue. And then they give me a phone call and then an email. And literally, I'm having like 3 or 4 people just whine at me and get mad at me. And I have to just go through the rigmarole of basically avoiding the fact that it's like, listen, you're the guys that are assigning me to these fucking cases. If the guy doesn't fucking show up, there's nothing I can do. I'm out here. I'm there. What do you want me to do? But they don't accept that as an answer. And so it's just a matter of some days it's easy. Other days it's just insane and irritating. So there's nothing really I can do in regards to my fucking job for at least now. Holy fuck. The chat, dude, it's like jumping. I can't even fucking see here. All right, yeah, we gotta finish this up. So let me get down here. See if there's any actual. Will I ever move out of Buffalo? Or you should say Western New York. I don't know. Probably not. I don't really see a reason to. I don't like the weather around here, but it's not enough. I mean, if I wanted good weather, I'd move to California and deal with all the fact that everything else is shit there. So, I mean, Western New York is one of the cheapest places to live in the entire country. As someone that's not rich, I'm fine with staying here and just dealing with the shitty weather. An Asian Anita Sarkeesian or a black Blair White? I don't know what kind of question that is. Anita Sarkeesian, smash, no, smash, no. Answer's no. I don't stick my dick in liars. Known con artist. Why would you want to fuck a glorified criminal? What prior experience does one need in order to land a sweet job like yours? You either need to have security experience to the degree that you can get headhunted, or you can. I'm not even sure. You would have to. You have to either be already be a cop. Military experience is another thing they look for. You know, there's ways to get in, but I mean, I'm not really sure you want my fucking job, bro. You don't make good money. If this fucking job paid more, I wouldn't complain. It doesn't pay enough. Foreign Asian or American Asian by Taco Liquor. And I like how that actually is a genuine question. There are drawbacks to both, obviously. The foreign Asian is going to be a difference in culture and with language. That's going to be the biggest hindrance that I've found. But American Asian, I mean, I've found, man, it is a fucking crapshoot. It is as bad as you would deal with white women that I found, because Asian women are extraordinarily middle class. And so what you're going to get is either going to, I mean, again, it just raises the chances of not meeting the criteria of high maintenance. And I don't care how good looking you are or how Asian you are or whatever. If you are high maintenance, you're by me, and I'm not sitting here bragging or anything else. I'm just saying that I will kick you to the curb. I will not hesitate to just say, okay, we're done. Because I've done that with more than one girlfriend at this point. More than one. Where I said, listen, and this definitely was the last one that I had, and I enjoyed that relationship for the most part, but it became an irritation. And I said, like, listen, you know, I can tell that this relationship is not doing well right now, and it doesn't mean that we have to break up, but I feel as though that I'm putting a decent amount into this, and I don't nag you, so why are you nagging me? And the other person refused to acknowledge what I was saying. And that's a problem with girls. Like, I just don't know what to say. Like, they just, either they play dumb or they are dumb. They just don't get it. It's like, you know, I'm not unaware of the fact that you're fucking nagging me. And we both know you're not either. So why are you doing it? Because the more irritating you get, the greater likelihood that I'm just going to go, all right, we're done. Because I don't give a shit. I'm a camel. I don't care. You might say, well, there goes me. There goes this pussy. That's fine. I got no problem with that, because your pussy is not worth my stress. It really isn't, because I'm not getting, I get the companionship, and that's what I like about, you know, being in that kind of relationship, other than the physical relationship and all that. That's, you know, there's multiple layers to it, but, you know, no pussy is worth being in a completely dysfunctional relationship that only adds stress to your life. It isn't worth it, because it's never going to get better. I mean, I've known enough people that have been in bad relationships where I know that there's no reason to stick it out. There is no reason. So if my answer is be a camel and people poking fun and tweeting shit on Twitter and all that shit, looking like a basement loser weeb, I'd rather be that than in a relationship getting pussy until finally she doesn't put out anymore. And that's the inevitability of a bad relationship. Any guy any guy that has been in a bad relationship knows that eventually she will stop putting out, and that's it. There's why? What's the point anymore? You know, that's all I'm saying. I am not a pussy hound. I am not someone that has had 1,000 girlfriends, but I am saying that, like, if there's no reason, if someone is not even friendly with you, if you don't consider someone to be a friend that you can talk to and hang out with, if they're just a girlfriend where you have different interests and all that shit, if like if you can't even have a conversation with that person and they don't even put out, fuck it. You know, there's no point. That's my opinion. Let's see here. They nag because most men are thirsty and will put up with it. I agree. And for control, I do think that there's a little bit of that as well. That it's like passive aggressive attempts to see if they can control you, and or at least just that, or they want attention or something like that. It's one of the things with girls. They're so they are passive aggressive, and it's something because you know me, at this point I'm very direct, and so I just it doesn't play well with me. Again, I don't care. You can make your jokes. I really don't care. I'm not gonna do a MGTOW video. No, I'm not MGTOW. I don't believe in any idea of just writing off women. I don't support that. But it's just a matter of you know, if you are in a position, like, recognize the fact that if you are in a dysfunctional relationship, don't hesitate to just say, put out the ultimatum. Like, if you want this relationship to work or no, and if she gives you some bullshit answer, don't just be done with it. Just end it. There's no reason to go on, because again, it's just like I have no tolerance for people that want me to treat them with fucking some special treatment. Like, I don't expect anyone in the world to treat me that way, and yet we're already hitting the rocks, and you want me to just go out of my way to treat you in a special way, to treat you as if I would treat a fucking child. When you, again, like, I was 20, I was in my early 20s. Last time I had a relationship, it was like I was, what, 23, I think. I think it was 23. And it's like, I was dating someone my same age. And it's like, listen, you are a fucking adult. All right? I'm not going to treat you like a goddamn child. I'm not going to do it. And that was when I realized that it was, boom, it was over, man. But yeah, I don't really want to make the end of this whining. So, anyways, yeah. Before everyone fucking quits because they don't want to hear this. Let's get the final question. Let's get the final question here. So yeah, final question time. This is it. Final question that we're ending this shit. Oh my god, the comment section is so fucking harsh. Are there any fucking questions? What's with the fucking chat? What is with the chat? Fucking final questions. I don't know what is there a lag? Are there no questions? Is that the issue? When can you expect the boogie rant? This isn't going to be the final question. I already said not for a few days. I have the Patreon video that I got to finish up. That's going to be the next video. I don't know. I love how the trap thing is just everyone is memeing about that. I don't know why. It must be, I guess most of you people are fucking on 4chan or some shit that's the thing where this is coming from, the whole trap thing. Is this it for the questions? Is this it? Is this what we're left to at this point? Oh my god. There's no more questions. Oh god. That's it. Like no, we're done. That's it. That's it. No one. Let me check Twitter. Oh god, that's hilarious. There's literally no. There's 250 fucking people watching this, and there's no questions. Oh my god. Go on the Jimmy Dore show. He doesn't even have Sargon on. He wouldn't have me on. Explain postmodernism. Yeah, let me spend the next hour trying to do my best to explain that. When people that are in this that know the subject have fucking problems explaining it. I don't think so. Uh So there's one question sitting there. I'm not really, and I doubt it's a serious question, but it is a serious question in many ways. So I don't know if I should answer that question. I don't know if that should be the fucking final question. Okay, I guess I'll ask the question and we'll see. Would you fuck a tranny? That's the question by Herney Clanders. So that is honestly a hard fucking question because I won't say yes to that question in terms of fucking a trap. I will say that one of the things that I've explained in a previous video is that there is no set beauty standard for fuck, I gotta stop reading the chat. There's no beauty standard for transgender people or trans women, I would say. There is no beauty standard for them, and so what you have an issue with is physical appearance. That appears to be that and the ideological component to it, because there's a lot of transgender people that are ideologically fucking insane. So I won't say yes, but I will say perhaps, but it would have to be someone that is not an ideological lunatic. It would have to be someone that would pass, and it would have to be a relationship where I would, one, have to start seriously asking questions of myself, because it could be the situation where I find out somebody is trans and I don't realize it, and that is going to be when the question is asked, do I continue on? And I honestly can't say that I don't know if I would say no to that, if it is somebody that is trans that I otherwise would see as a woman. I don't really know if I would say no there. So I can't say yes, but I would say that in all likelihood, judging by the trans people that we have seen out there, that the answer would be closer to no than anything else. That would be where I would likely have to go, because just judging on the trans people that are out there, a lot of them don't pass. And a lot of them really do just look like dudes in drag. And a lot of them are ideologically fucking insane and have a whole array of mental issues traditionally with them. So I won't say no, but the answer is if you put it on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being absolutely not under any given circumstance, and 10 being absolutely yes, no matter who it is, I would say that I'm about a 2. That's about where I am. That it's probably not. So that's my answer. I would I hope that that's satisfactory. Although it's not a definite yes or no, it's pretty close to no, and I think we all know why. I'm pretty sure that it's, if you put aside the memes and all that bullshit, but I'm pretty sure we all realize why a lot of people would say no in that circumstance. Somebody's saying somebody's in the chat. Who? I don't see anybody in the chat. All right. Well, I guess I don't have to continue putting this on because that was the last question. I hope you enjoyed that fucking last question. But yeah, that's it. And thanks for being here, guys. Be sure to check out the links in the description. Go to my Patreon, support me on Patreon. Go to the Play Asia, do all that shit. Be sure to support Open Borders for a mass immigration of Asian waifus. All that good shit. Be sure to follow me on Twitter and all that other bullshit. And enjoy the rest of your night, although it is now the morning. It's now the AM now. So enjoy your night, day, fucking whatever. Where the fuck's the button? Later.